What's going on, guys, and welcome to episode number 34 of this Kansas City Royals Position Player Road to the Show series. We are taking on the Nashville Sounds, yes, again. They are the AAA affiliate of the Texas Rangers. There's not much I can do about it. I would sim through this series normally, but as we learned in the last episode, there's only 2 series left, each of 4 games. So that's not going to happen, especially since we are still battling for a playoff spot. We are 4 games behind the Iowa Cubs, and we are with 8 games left to play. So we will be playing all 8 of these games, even if it's a repeat challenger like the Sounds are. Again, we really shouldn't be that surprised since the Sounds are in our division, but it is, it does get boring after a while. Again, I have 39 home runs, 99 RBIs, so I am looking for triple-digit RBIs and 40 homers at least by the end of the season. I want to get to 40 home runs in AAA by the end of the season, which means obviously 100 plus RBIs by the end of the season. Hopefully I can get it in this series here and not have to try to do too much in the last series that we go through. As it's quickly 1-1. And I miss there, so have to be careful. Don't want to strike out here. And I keep fouling off, which is good. We are down 2-1 with a runner on first and 1 out in the first inning. And I get
strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad.
I think that's only my second strikeout, and I think that's my first strikeout first strikeout looking. So that's embarrassing a little bit. We do tie it up, however, which is good news. Always good news when we can tie it up, and better news when I can make the catch. Just continue. That was painful for me to strike out there. Power swing, drive in the run. Sure, let's go for it. Same situation as last time, except with an extra out. Runner on first, 2 outs. And I get it to the shortstop, and he's... So 0 for 2 with the fielder's choice and a strikeout. That's a trash line. It's not a great line to start off. But again, we have 4 games to get there, get to where we need to be. And these are all at home, too. I think the rest of the season is at home, actually. Bottom of the 5th, up 3-2 now.
He's set. Here it comes.
And that is hit well, but that is traveling foul. Well out of play. Yeah, and what's it with people giving me a runner on first? It's almost like they want me to have that 100th RBI here. Popped up to the right fielder. Does he have the room? Yes, he will. He's camped under it. Made the catch. For out number 2 in the 5th, so... My first ball that was really put into play well is a fly out to deep right field. I now have a runner on first and third, up 5-2. And that one's going to do it. There's RBI number 100 as that ball bounces off the wall. And will I get RBI 101? They're going to try. The throw. Not in time. Safe. 7-2, Storm Chasers. RBIs number 100 and 101 on the season. For me, here in AAA, it is RBI number 188 and 189 overall between AA and AAA. Still sitting on 39 homers, though. So, that's the big next marquee that I'm trying to do as my buddy Jorge flies out to the third baseman. But I do break one milestone of 100 RBIs. There we go. That's what I needed to do today.
Leading off the inning,
Absolutely.
and they'll need him to get something going here.
And that one is a shot drive. Going to fall in between myself and the second baseman. That's just unlucky. But with a 5-run lead, that's nothing too terrible.
Next will be the cleanup.
Top of the 9th now, so we will not get another at-bat. And I do extend my hitting streak. I can't remember where I'm at on that. Maybe I'm not on a hitting streak because they would have told me otherwise. I think I did go 0 for 4 in one of the games. I can't remember. It's been a while. It's been a while. But yeah, getting our RBI's number 100 in AAA. Again, we only got called up in late June. So we only had July and August to get 100 RBIs. Yeah, I understand it's a video game, but still, that's incredible that you can get it in that couple of months span. As you see my home stats and my road stats, I'm actually hitting worse at home now. That needs to change. That needs to change today. Hopefully I'm able to go, 4 for 4 today. Hopefully.
First offering on its way.
That one is hit well to the right fielder. That's going to get down, and that's going to get to the wall. That's going to score 1 run. And I'm going to stop as just a long single. I would have been thrown out anyway. But starting the day out with RBI number 102, giving us a 1-0 lead, and my buddy Jorge Bonifacio, who's on a 9-game hitting streak. So, oh, he wants me to try to steal a base here. Okay. What do you say, manager man? Big leg kick throw is going to be not in time. Well, it was in time, but the second baseman couldn't handle it, giving me another stolen base. So I have 2 on the year now in AAA. Wow. And then that is just grounded to the second baseman, who fires it over to the first to get the out and in the inning.
Ready for another chance.
But we are up 2-0 now in the 3rd. Runner on first, nobody out. And that one's hit right up the middle for another base hit. So starting the game 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Again, I don't care at this point how I get the hits. All I know is I have to increase my home batting average. It was the abysmal 400. I say that. Abysmal 400. That is fantastic. Any other, like in real life, that's fantastic, but in a video game, not so much. Because you're always supposed to be able to hit better at your home park than your road, than a road park. Because you're supposed to know the dimensions and all that stuff. But it is what it is. I think we just happen to play more road games since I got called up than home games. So who's to really say if that's the case? Even I didn't look at it before we started this. I just know that we're home for 4. We've already won 1 game, so that helps us out in the standings, maybe. I'm not 100% sure on that, as we draw a walk to load the bases. But there are 2 outs, and Hillman is 1 for 1 with a double, so he has some pop. He doesn't have the home run numbers, so don't be looking for a granny. But a nice gapper scores at least 2. And it gets away. No. As they try to throw to third baseman. I was ready to run. I was hoping that the guy would run that was on third base, try to run home. But he smartly stayed at third. And there's why, because that's going to move everybody up 90 feet. I'm not going to try to score from that. That was a softly hit ball. So it's 3-0 now. He has a double and a single. And the bases are still loaded. That's what's important here. For Anthony Gonzalez, who is 0 for 1 with a flyout, and he's hitting .215 with 3 home runs and 17 RBI. Well, Gonzalez, my friend, you have a chance to clear the bases here. Will you? No, you will not. You will pop it up to first to end the inning. Just like that. The rally is over. Damage is done, however. And it's 3-0 in the fourth inning. Hopefully, I'm able to just continue to play mediocre at best, I'll say, in the field. Hitting is really what's going to get me called up at this point in time, and not my glove, which is okay. I mean, shoot, look at some of the big MLB players that were called up for their bat, not their glove. Chris Bryant is definitely one of them. Everyone thought that he was a great offensive powerhouse, but a questionable... This is what's so laughable now. We can all laugh about it now, but people were questioning Chris Bryant's defense at third when he first got called up. I remember that very well. I think Bryce Harper was another one that had semi-decently questionable fielding, but his bat was there, so he got fast-tracked up through the majors. Up to the majors, I should say. I'm sorry. That doesn't always happen, obviously. As I'm looking to possibly steal the bag here. Yes, I'm going to go. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And I am out for a strike him out, throw him out, double play. I thought I got in there safely. Well, let's just look at it here. The throw is high, but in time... Ooh, I'm safe. Ooh! 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 Again, I normally don't replay this, but... question? How? Okay, there's the strikeout. No question on the strikeout. It's all on... How do I zoom in? Zoom in, okay. It's all on how am I out on this here. See, he catches the ball. Okay, now here's the ball. And where am I in relation? Okay. So he has the ball. He still hasn't moved. And I am out. I'm safe. I'm safe. He never touches me. Oh, that is bull. That's bull. One of the very few times I'm actually safe on a steal, and they cheat me out of it. Okay.
Ready to deliver. Here's the
you die now, ball.
well hit to right.
Because that's just the case of the missing the call. So even in a video game, we have ref ball. Wow. You know, normally I'm okay when I'm called out on something like that, but not.
Run it out, run it out. And he really has their number now. 4 for 4 in this one.
I'm laughing because I said at the beginning of this game, watch me go 4 for 4. And now, as you see, I am 4 for 4. But I'm not going to try to steal this time, no, because apparently I'm going to get called out no matter what happens. As that ball is hit to the third baseman to a 5-4 to end the inning. So that's just coincidental foreshadowing in my neck of the woods. As that one's hit to the second baseman, who's able to get there in time, but I was there to back him up just in case. And definitely to make sure that runner doesn't go from second to third, especially here in the ninth. First and third, 2 outs. What's going to happen here? Are they going to score a run, or are we going to end the game? Ball is hit. The ball is hit well. I am running. I am there in time. I'm going to make the catch, and we win the game. So we take the first 2 from the Sound, and we are with that, me going 4 for 4, that is good. Again, to help my home batting average. We have to make sure that we continue this. And we will check the RBI, or the, not the RBI leader, because I know I'm the RBI leader. The division standings after this series. I have runner on first and second with 1 out here in the bottom of the first, and an 0-1 count. And foul that one away, well out of play. Just looking to put the ball in play here. Again, I've accomplished my goal of over 100 RBIs for a season, and I'm going to get RBI number 103 here to tie the game. So, I have 4 RBIs in the series, and we're only 2 games in. Even though this is game 3, it's the first inning, so it's not, you know, it's not I don't even know the word for it. Important enough. It's important because it's the end of the season. It's not statistically important enough to categorize something like this, as we take a 2-1 lead with that ground out by my buddy Jorge Bonifacio. Because it's really 1/9, not even. Now it is, because that is going to be out number 3. But 2 games into the series essentially, and I already have 103 RBIs. I have 4 RBIs in the series. Down 3-2 now, looking to drive in another one, as that one's down the left field line. That is going to be another RBI single for myself. And I just continue to hit. That's all that matters here. Driving in the run, tying it up at 3. And looking just to contribute and just prove my place that I belong hitting in Kauffman Stadium here shortly. Again, I'm starting to believe that I'll just be a September call-up, and that I'll have to prove myself come when I'm called up in order to make the playoff roster, because that is my next goal, is to make the playoff roster here. Obviously, if I don't get called up, I can't make the playoff roster, and then my goal would be just to make it in spring training. And no, before you ask, I'm not going to play, or I'm not going to show you all the spring training. At least not my first season. I might do a montage of it just for GP, but it's not something I like to play anyway. And just because it's practice games, it doesn't mean anything to anybody, as we're down 6-3 now. So that one is hit long. That is hit to dead center, but it is caught by the center fielder. My first put out in a game and a half, as the actual sun starts to shine well in my eyes here. Yeah, the biggest thing for me here is to just enjoy the time that I have here in the game, that is at Omaha, because I have a feeling that I'll get called up here very, very shortly. Maybe possibly after this series. I really don't know. As I make the catch here. It's always good to make your fundamentals. Again, 2 for 3, 2 singles, 2 RBIs. Still looking for home run number 40 on the year. And it's still 6-3 with nobody on, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. And I just shop. Shop is a word.
as he can't recover in time.
So I get another base hit, infield single.
That's all he could do right there, Dan.
Wow, English is hard today. Infield single. And, but it's going to be all for naught, as we're going to end up losing this game more than likely, as that was out number 3 in the bottom of the 8th. I don't think I'll get up again unless we tie it. And it's not looking like we're going to tie it because we are still down 6-3 at the top of the 9th. Well, yeah, we're still down 6-3. I haven't had a chance to battle yet. I'm not saying that we can't rally, but I'm saying it's unlikely that we'll rally. And we won't. We'll lose the game, possibly 6-3, maybe 6-4. It is 6-3, so there's game 3 in the books. Again, I'm doing my job of just putting the ball into play and hitting. It's all I can do, as we're winding up the dog days of August here in the game. 10 for 16 is my series average right now, so that's good information. As that one is going to be 11 for 17. Again, it's nothing fancy smancy, but it is a base hit. It increases my batting average, which I don't think has dipped below 500 since early time in AAA, if ever. And that's down. That is down. He misses the catch. That's going to score 1 run to tie it up at 1, and I go to 3rd on the play. That should be E9, or are they calling it a single in RBI? That should be E9. It doesn't matter how they call it. Really? All that matters is it's tied at 1, bottom of the 1st. That one's popped straight up to end the inning more than likely. Does.
So 1 run on 2 hits. At the plate, Brian Whipple. He reached on
biggest thing for me right now is 4th wall here.
It goes. He got all of this one.
Because that one's gone for a home run. Biggest thing that I just did was post onto my 2nd channel my thoughts and my feelings on Last Chance U. Yes, I did get around to making the video. It will be up into the cards, as again I can't do anything with that. Why do they show these? Besides just to show that we're down 3-1 now on back-to-back solo shots. Maybe to show me so I can hit my 40th homer. I don't know. Still 3-1 here. We need a win, guys. If we're going to catch the Iowa Cubs, we need to win here. We need to win the series. I would have liked to sweep the series, but that's not going to happen. So I'll take 3 out of 4. I'll take 3 out of 4. We just need to get 3 out of 4. And with it being game 4, I'm looking to tie it right here with 1 swing. That's all I'm looking for. Not going to be the swing there. In fact, it's going to be a 5-4. And nothing double. It won't be a double play. It will be a throwing error on the 2nd baseman. So I get to 1st on an error. 2 outs. Now come on, Jorge, my friend, hit the 2-run shot I was unable to do. And he dribbles it to 1st base. Really shouldn't be surprised, because that's exactly what I did on the opposite side of the diamond. I'm just a little disappointed, because now it's 6-1. That's why I'm disappointed. Yeah, that sounds about right, guys. And then I popped that one straight up. Okay.
Shading to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Well, we all knew this type of day was going to come. I had too many of those. Excuse me. Too many of those good days. I knew a bad day was going to come eventually, and it does in the form of Game 4 against Nashville. It just saddens me because Nashville really isn't that great of a team, and they're whooping us 8-1. At least we took the first 2 games. That's all that matters. I mean, we're still probably going to be down 4 or 5 games. Actually, worst case, we're down possibly, yeah, we could be down as many as 6, and I've already lost the division. Or we could be right back where we started with 4 games left to play. It's all determining on how Iowa played in their series that we'll check out here after the end of this game. 8-1. Bottom of the 8th, nobody on. Again, this is just going to be me trying to get home run number 40. And it's hit long. That is hit far. Caught. Oh, the heartache. Dead center. Just missed it. And that, I think, is going to be the epitome of our season here, boys. Just missing. I go 1 for 4 with a single. We obviously lose the last 2 games in that series. And just hope I'm hoping at this point that we can move forward into the game. Hopefully. And hopefully we didn't lose our chance at winning the division.
Questioned by his manager on his recent baseman performance.
Okay. Well, maybe. Joseph, my attention has been drawn to you. Your base stealing numbers, they're not good. Just go ahead and be frank, sir.
The player's been caught stealing.
Statistically, your caught stealing or picked off is very, very costly to the team. Right.
Essentially,
if you're trying to steal bases, do it in practice sessions until you get better at it. Okay, sir, I understand. Not the cutscene I wanted. Obviously, I was not expecting that type of cutscene. We are going to be playing Rock Round in the last episode of the season. We are 72-64 on the year going in to play them. And we have lost the division. It is what I feared. Those 2 losses, I mean, the Cubs were 1-9 straight, so it's really nothing on those 2 losses. The first loss just completely eliminated us out of the playoffs. And it looks like the Express are going to win their division. I don't know if there's a wild card for... oh, here it is. Oh, the PCL doesn't have a wild card. Okay. That's cool. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for the video. We are not going to be making the playoffs. The only thing that we can really do here is try to get to Kauffman Stadium, and we'll try that in the next episode. Until then, guys, peace.